Hi everyone! Today we're going to crochet this warm bonnet hat with long ties. Perfect for fall and winter, and it also makes a great Christmas gift. You'll need yarn. I'm using burgundy mohair, held triple strand, a 6.5mm hook, scissors, a measuring tape, and a yarn needle to weave in the ends later. Let's start. Make a slip knot and chain 11. To turn to the next row, chain 2 more, yarn over. Now insert your hook into the fourth chain from the hook, working in the back loop only, and make a half double crochet. Pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. That's our second half double crochet, and the first 2 chains count as the first stitch. Continue across the row, making half double crochets in every chain. At the end, count your stitches. You should have 11 in total, including the first 2 chains. Now, chain 2. Turn your work, and from this point we'll start crocheting front and back post double crochets, alternating rows just like knitting ribbon. One row will be front post half double crochets, I'll call them front stitches, and the next will be back post half double crochets, back stitches. Let's start with the front stitch row, yarn over, skip the first stitch, those 2 chains count as your first. Find the next post, insert your hook from the back to front around the post, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. Repeat this for every stitch across the row. And don't forget the last stitch at the end, that's your chain 2 from the previous row. Always crochet into it. That's how it looks so far. Chain 2, turn your work, and this time we'll do back stitches. Yarn over, skip the first stitch, and now we insert the hook not the way we did before, but like this, kind of from the back. Pull up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all 3 loops. Continue to the end. And again, don't forget the last stitch at the end. Chain 2, turn, and now we go back to front stitches. You'll see the texture forming, vertical ribs on the front, and the horizontal lines on the back. Keep alternating front and back rows until you have 14 rows total, including the very first one with regular half double crochets. And don't forget your 2 turning chains and that last stitch at the end of each row. See you when you've got your 14 rows down. Alright, I've made 14 rows in total, including the first one with regular half double crochets, and I ended on the front side. My measures about 12 centimeters in length and 7 in width. Now we're going to work around the edge of this piece. Chain 2. And these two chains count as your first half double crochet. We need 14 stitches in total along this edge. That's exactly how many mesh spaces we have here. We already have one, so here's the second. And continue making half double crochets into each space. 3, 13, 14. Now we need to turn the corner. So in the same space, make one more half double crochet. That's our corner stitch. And one more, which will be the first stitch of the next side. We started with a chain of 11, so we should have 11 half double crochets along this side. Technically, we could crochet into the top of each stitch, but since my fabric is very airy, I'll work into the gaps between stitches. But there are only 10 gaps between 11 stitches, so I'll just make 2 stitches into one gap in the middle. That was 4, 5, and in the same space, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now again, make one extra stitch in the same space. That's another corner. And one more, which will be the first stitch of this next side. Keep going the same way, holding your yarn tail along the edge so you can crochet over it. And that's our border row done. Now let's count the stitches. You should have 14 on this side plus one corner, 15, 14 on the other side plus one corner, 15, and 11 in the middle for a total of 41 stitches. We need exactly a number that's a multiple of 3 plus 2, because the next section, the main part of the bonnet, will have a ribbed pattern made of 2 front post stitches and 1 back post stitch repeated across the row. So each repeat takes 3 stitches and the extra 2 are for symmetry. I want 2 front post stitches on each edge, so 41 stitches works out perfectly. But the ribbon will only be at the bottom of the main part, and for now we'll just keep alternating front and back rows. Chain 2. And now look, this was our front side. And this is the back side, because here's the ribs go upward and on the back they run sideways. So on this side we'll crochet back post stitches. The first stitch is already counted from the chain 2. So start from the next one, back stitch. And continue like that across the row. Be careful around the corners. Remember, we had 3 stitches there, and in the middle section we also have a spot where we made 2 stitches into one space. Make sure to crochet into each of those 3 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and continue across the row with back post half double crochets. For the next row, chain 2, turn, and this is the front side again, so we'll do front post stitches. Skip the first stitch, start in the second, and crochet across. Your texture should show vertical ribs on the front and horizontal ribs on the back, just like before. So keep alternating front stitch rows and back stitch rows and make sure to count your stitches from time to time. There should always be 41. We'll keep crocheting like this until it's time to start the ribbon section. Here's my sketch. We've already made the top piece and now we're crocheting the main body until we reach where the ribbon will begin. For me, the total length, including the top, is about 20 centimeters. Yours might be a little different. The main idea is that the ribbon should start right where your head ends and your neck begins. Here's what my bonnet looks like so far. It's about 20 centimeters long and 16 centimeters wide. Right now, I'm on the front side and you should be too before starting the ribbon. The pattern will be 2 front post stitches and 1 back post stitch. Chain 2. And these 2 chains already count as the first front stitch of the pair. Now make the second front stitch and then 1 back stitch. Again, 2 front, one back. And continue this pattern all the way across the row. You should end with 2 front stitches at the end. I'm at the end of my row and my last pattern repeat is front, front, back, front, front. Now as usual, chain 2 and turn your work. This time we'll do the opposite, 2 back stitches and 1 front stitch. Back, back, front. The chain 2 counts as our first back stitch, so the next one is also back and then front. But honestly, it's easier from this point because you can see the texture clearly. The raised ribs are the front stitches and the recessed ones are the back stitches. So keep crocheting like this, following the pattern. I'll make my ribbon about 4 or 5 centimeters long, but you can make yours longer or shorter depending on how you want your bonnet to look. So my ribbon is about 4 centimeters long. Next, we're going to make the front ribbon of the bonnet. Mine will be quite long. The first part will reach up to the forehead, and the second part will cover the forehead so that it can be folded up later. And from that folded part, we'll make the long ties. Since we'll be folding the ribbon, that means the side we're working on right now is actually the wrong side. And the part that will be folded over will become the right side, okay? So we take our bonnet facing right side up, but we are going to crochet the ribbon from the wrong side. When we fold it later, the visible part will look perfect. As for the stitch count or symmetry, don't worry too much. Since this part will be tied, it won't be noticeable if your ribbon pattern ends unevenly. Just keep your rhythm and crochet as much as you need. Start as usual, chain 2. That's your first back post stitch. Then another back stitch. And the next one is a front stitch. Continue this pattern to the end of the row, then chain 2, turn your work, and crochet front stitches over front and back stitches over back, just like we did for the bottom ribbon. And crochet until the ribbon reaches your forehead. I've made the first part of my ribbon about 5 centimeters long, that's this part right here. And now we'll make the second longer part. We're at this point. Chain however many stitches you like for your ties, then cut the yarn. Attach the yarn on the opposite side of the bonnet and chain the same number of stitches. From there, we'll continue to crochet. First half double crochets along the chain, then the ribbon across the front of the bonnet, and finally half double crochets again along the second tie. And then we'll continue the ribbon pattern. While we're cutting the yarn, if we simply continue working the half double crochets from this point, we'll have on one side the ribbon section, and on the other side only chains. In that case, the second tie will begin one row higher than the first tie, and it will not be symmetrical. So again, chain your desired length, cut the yarn, then join on the other side and make the same number of chains. I've chained 120, which gives me about 80 centimeters. Now I'll cut the yarn, chain one more time, and gently pull to secure, not to tie. Let's make the second tie. Make a slip knot. Insert your hook into the corner of the bonnet, pull the yarn through, and start chaining. I've chained another 120, and from here we'll continue crocheting our ties and ribbon. Chain 2 to start the next row, and in the fourth chain from the hook, crochet a half double crochet through the back loop only, just like we did at the very beginning. Continue making half double crochets in each chain until you reach the edge of the bonnet. I'm at the corner. From here, we just keep crocheting the ribbon. Mine goes front, front, back, front, front, back. So I'll just follow the same pattern as usual until reach the second corner where the other chain starts. From there, crochet half double crochets all the way down the tie. When you turn and come back toward the bonnet, that's where you need to be careful. First, remember, right now we're crocheting the right side of the ribbon. So when we turn, we'll be working the wrong side, which means we start with back, back, front, not front, front, back. Second, make sure your pattern stays in sync with the ribbon on a bonnet. For example, my ribbon pattern here goes back, back, front. And since 120 chains divides evenly by 3, my pattern lines up perfectly. I'll start the ribbon with back, back, front. You absolutely need to calculate this moment carefully as well. I've finished the half double crochets down the chain, and now I'm turning and starting the ribbon again. Chain 2. And again, since the previous row was the front side, this time we'll crochet the back side pattern. Back, back, front. Also, don't forget that the chain 2 at the beginning of the row already counts as your first stitch. In my case, that's a back post stitch. My next one will also be a back post, and then a front post. So the pattern goes back, back, front, and my very last stitch on the tie ends up being a front post, which lines up perfectly with the ribbon pattern on the corner of the bonnet. That's really the only tricky part. And then just keep crocheting as many ribbon rows as you like. You will not get lost anymore because you'll simply follow the same ribbon pattern all the way. When you move on to the second tie, you'll just continue the same pattern. I've done 5 centimeters, so in total the ribbon is about 9 centimeters wide. Don't forget to weave in the yarn ends. I really love how it turned out, and I would love to see your versions too. Send me your bonnets in Instagram DMs. Thanks so much for watching, and see you soon.